in silence. Okay, so welcome to the 2013 Infinity Seminar here at GenCon. The title was The Return of Bostria. I didn't choose the title. Someone did. Okay, so I'm Bostria, and that is my nickname in the forums. My name is Carlos and I work for Corvus Belli. I'm a designer, I do many stuff, videos and stuff. Today I'm joined by Carlos Torres and Fernando Liste. They're art director and CEO of the company, and they're a bunch of traitors. They're scared to be here or something, and they decide to leave me alone. But we're lucky because they're very boring when they speak, so better for us. Better for us. Okay, let's begin with the usual introduction. Where is Corvus Belli in the world? Okay.
Galicia.
And this is Europe. And this is Spain, and we can see here that this part is, yes, right here, now, Galicia. And that town over there is Vigo. Okay, this is the biggest town in Galicia. And crossing in a ferry, just 20 minutes to go to Cangas, which is a really small fisherman village. Okay, people usually sleep in Cangas and work in Vigo, but I make the opposite way. Okay, every day. So I have a few photos of inside Corvus Belli here. Let me show you. Okay, those are the. Going back. Give me a second, guys. What is going on? Don't worry, like seeing this. Don't worry.
So just kill my cow there.
Here we are. I want to show you some of the latest acquisitions for Corvus Belli. Come on. Oh, damn it. So those are Carlos Torres' hands. And this is now he's not making any more his drawings in paper. We bought him this super, screen, digital screen. He's getting faster making designs. He doesn't have to put one paper over another, and then I have to make the whole thing work in Photoshop. So he's getting digital. Do you guys know from the Infinity setting the word ATEC? That means that someone is not related with technology at all. Well, Carlos Torres and Fernando Liste are ATECs. They don't even have a cell phone. So. Okay. So here we can see this is the usual showcase in Corvus Belli. Where we put the miniatures, and these are the Bootleg series, some of them, tags. This is usually stuff in Corvus Belli. The Aleph showcase.
Oh.
So the stuff here, this is, not for show, just for working. This is a new scenario made by Alex Quinteiro. This is a Toha scenario for the Toha photos. Okay. This is Alex Quinteiro. This guy is pretty anonymous, but he's what he does for the company is pretty important. He's, master molding. He also makes all the scenarios for the photos. He's a great guy, and he's the guy who, thanks to him, we have extra weapon sprues with the Spec Ops.
Yay.
Thanks to him, we have many. He's the guy that's able to pull production. I mean, without him, we will be lost many months. Here are the trenches. You can see here Fernando and Carlos and Begoña and David, everybody working in their small tables and small computers. We're running out of space in Corvus Belli. Stock, okay. All the pieces, casted pieces from the molds go to the usual number slots, and from that to the packaging area. More slots, even smaller pieces, getting even smaller boxes. A nightmare to package, especially in the historical range of Corvus Belli. stock. This is a new room, fortunately, because we were running out of space, so we were able to make an expansion of the studio. That is Carlos. He always wears football t-shirts every day, different from all the teams of the world, and he's enjoying the new patches. He has the new sectorial logos in his hands. Both the Svalbard, Yuqing and Pano, those future sectoral armies will collide constantly. Yeah. You know, stock of all the blisters. Yeah, the only place in the world where you can find any miniature between.
Where's the monk with the sword?
You can see there the usual, you know, I don't know how you guys call this.
Spruce.
Your shuriken, maybe. These are the molds. As you may know, the molds have two parts, one hole on the top. It goes to one machine that spins the mold, and you put the metal, and the metal goes through a cane until it reaches the hole of the mold, and because it is spinning so fast, that the
Centrifugal force
makes the metal reaches every last corner of the mold, so that we get the miniatures. But it's very complicated task when casting the miniatures. Usually many copies are wrong and go directly to recycle, because it's metal, we can cast it again. That is the machine that makes the mold spin. Again, these are molds, because the infinity range is so huge, they never stop growing, molds and more molds. And they good problems because their code numbers are written here with the marker, but some of them are so old that the numbers are getting almost erased, so it's like, what is this? Growing. This is Alexandra, a worker from Corvus Belli. She packages all the miniatures. This is another angle from the trenches where the people work. This is the studio. That day was completely empty, but when the Corvus Belli is full power ahead, here will be José Luis Roy, here will be Ángel Giraldez, Carlos, everybody making their job, and that is when the miniatures really are being made. And the wall again.
Oh, I know that place. That's where I live.
Okay, now I'm going to give you some facts about Corvus Belli. Okay, boring stuff, but really important, because that is a way of telling you people that Corvus Belli will survive year after year after year. This was the sales. I won't give exact numbers. The sales in 2006 was like this, and we experienced a 25% growth in 2007, more growth, but just a little bit in 2008. A 24% growth in 2009, it's very obvious the graphic, of course. The sales were very constant in 2010, but then Beast of Warfare's Infinity Week was part of the growth, and that makes the UK and the USA market appear in the scene for the Infinity. Infinity was already there, but just a few people know about it. So in 2011, we experienced a huge 75% growth, and in 2012, another huge 75% growth. That is dangerous even for a company. The too much success. So it requires deep thinking and being cautious when expanding the whole studio, hiring more people. It really was a time where lots of money was coming in, but you have also to spend all that money in order to be able to provide all the copies of the miniatures that everybody wants, in order to not delay the usual agenda, because it's very important to keep on releasing miniatures month after month after month. And also Fernando, he's the one who makes all the decisions, decided to increase the production power of Corvus Belli from releasing 4 miniatures a month to 5, and those 5 2 boxes every month. This is getting more powerful, more copies of miniature. We have been having months when 15 new miniatures come out, and that was like in September. Not for Christmas, just a normal month that suddenly you count all the miniatures and there are 15. Imagine the nightmare of mold making that is that, the nightmare of the people of packaging keep asking for reinforcements, and that's good because we are giving people in Spain jobs. And right now,
Somebody has to.
yeah. That is the same graphic like last time, but Fernando did want it in color. Or not showing off then here. So.
That's the CEO for you.
More hexes.
Okay, I have to give you a few news about the upcoming next Infinity Tournament System season. Okay, there was a huge improvement with Season 4. That was when the new missions for the tournaments came out. Okay, that changed the way of playing, because until that everything was annihilation battles, but then the new missions appeared. There are more simple missions than the narrative missions for Campaign Paradiso, which are, the book requires more fluff involved with the mission, but the ITS was pretty simple. I can tell you that because it's the first time many changes were applied to the ITS tournament, we are also still learning, and we have ideas for making it better for next season. I can give you a few ideas of what is coming. Okay. Okay, season 2014, there will be having this kind of stuff. Okay, a skill-based rating system. We will be using the ELO system. That means that the ranking of the players and their position in those rankings will no longer be the more tournaments you play, the higher you are, because you will always be making points. That will still be there, that element, but it will be more skill-based. So if you have a good punctuation in your ranking and you go to a tournament, the program will estimate where you should be going. This is like the sumo fighters. If you win more, you get up in the rank. But if you lose, you have a bad result in a tournament, that will get you down. Okay. By the way, there also playing tournaments will be also having also an extra bonus for you. But it's more skill-based than just playing tournaments. It has more to do with the quality of the player. Okay. Second stuff, more scenarios to choose. In order to avoid metagaming, there will be new scenarios and better designed scenarios for the ITS. You know that this is important. So everything will be more balanced. And also by that time, new troops will be arriving in Infinity and the armies will have more options. Excuse me?
Keep talking, I'm coming.
Oh, okay. New tournament formats. There will be new packs of tournament packs in order to reach more people. There is the idea, and I don't know if this will happen, but it's the idea of making non-competitive tournament formats, okay? Like the Infinity Hangout, something like that, in order to make people just have fun, in order to make people play, have prizes, but not so focused into competitive gaming, not so much stimulated that kind of playing. Of course, there will be more sizes of tournament packs for small communities, for big communities, for special super events, okay, with special prizes. New winner pack exclusive miniature, okay. We have here a silhouette. I cannot tell you because it's not yet decided, but we will be making something new for that season. Every new season of Infinity will have something new, okay. And the thing I like most, regional and season prizes. What does that mean? The countries that have many tournaments will have its own league. So that means the Spanish league, because in Spain they play lots of tournaments, and the USA league. So there will be an Angel Giraldez painted miniature for the winner of the USA league.
Nice. That's awesome.
will keep on analyzing data from all of the other countries, and those countries who reaches a respectable number of tournaments, they will get their own regional league. So that is, for me, a big announcement. Let's go on. Warcor program. The image speaks for themselves. Corvus Belli looking for veteran players willing to really get involved into the Corvus Belli, the ITS, in making demo games. Okay, that will be this is the logo of the Warcor. They will have a badge, and if they organize every month a tournament and they make demos and they collaborate in the terms that Corvus Belli specifies in this program, they will get special discounts on tournament packs. They will have access to a secret sub-forum. They can use their points to get the special discounts, and they can buy exclusive products in the online store. Some privilege for the people who decide to invest their values time in promoting Infinity or organizing tournaments. That happens usually because every community has one key guy or two key guys that pull from the rest of them. We want to really reward them because Infinity that wouldn't get big in the United States if it wasn't for the key persons that really had the time to read in the rules, finding that strange Spanish game so far away, and really enjoying and really caring about the other people jumping. This is very important for us. And this folder is done. Okay, I can tell you a few stuff about the future. Right now we are in the studio testing 3 future upcoming books, testing them at the same time. Okay, they will be coming year after year, trying to be faster at making books, but everything is getting so much sense right now. We're very happy with the set of rules that we are testing. And next year we'll probably make a big announcement here at Gen Con, okay, about what is coming, really coming for that year. I can tell you stuff that Fernando was going to tell you because the original idea with Infinity at the very early beginning, I'm talking about ideas from 2005, of course, ideas are in the air, they keep on changing constantly, but the original idea with the books of Infinity was making like 3 trilogies of books that will get going on. The first trilogy of books was going to be the core rule book, something like the Human Sphere, okay, and another rule book, and that was like a saga, like a space opera saga. Okay, the first trilogy was the setting of the Infinity Universe, defining the whole universe. Okay, then the second act of this trilogy, of this trilogy of trilogies, yes, was going to be like the whole powers of the human sphere fall, okay, if you see a movie and a long time has passed, and the equilibrium of power in the human sphere has changed, and the biggest factions will be damaged, and the whole design of the line will change because the technology was not supporting all the being able to resist the long-term conflict, and the design will change into something more gritty, more damaged, okay? And the technology of Panoceania will probably be downgraded, and the technology of Yuqing. But on the other side, the factions like Ariadna and Hakislan will at the end emerge as the saviors of humanity against the alien conflict. There were very crude original ideas in 2005. Of course, now every day we're having new ideas and things change, but the main idea, in a very basic truth draft, was because the aliens have Sepsitor and they can possess humans through the cube. The faction with no cube, Ariadna, will be the savior, of humanity, some kind of that. Maybe that happened, maybe not, because it's very crude ideas in a napkin many years ago. Okay, apart from the evolution of the line, you have seen the Bootleg miniatures that was recently launched. Send you just talk about it. Yeah, here they are. You may have problems already seen this.
Touch.
So once again, new ideas, new stuff coming on. This is a bit of a consequence of the Spec Ops month last year. The Spec Ops, because they were a theme month, they were very, very successful. While we were making and testing Campaign Paradiso, the idea of making Spec Ops figures was not there from the beginning. When we reached certain points in the rules, and the experience rules were so fun and tasty, we decided to make the Spec Ops. But the idea of making actual miniatures of them was not there. It was like just making people have fun with that. After many discussions and the huge success of the Spec Ops month, we decided to have more theme months. And the idea also was there about making miniatures not just for gaming, just for painters, collectors, interesting stuff that didn't have to be made for specifically for the game. Miniatures that may not have, a true profile and different stuff. So the tag pilot month was also an idea that was already there, but it became better and huge as a miniatures release when they got into the Bootleg line. Okay, the Bootleg line, as you can see, is focusing into more aesthetics. We allow the sculptors to have put more their own ideas. Okay. They have more freedom in deciding. This miniature, the design was just the female figure, but at some point, just by talking about the Magariba pilot, everything began to grow, and José Luis Rode, the Spanish sculptor, instead of making one female figure in a few days, he spent like 2 weeks because he got an asteroid and he opened it and he began to make stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And when Jose is a great sculptor, when he gets into that moment, we usually are not able to tell him to stop. Because from when he gets into that, miniatures like Ajax the Grey came out, like the Crane Rank, like this or the pilot, like the Tech B. He's a talented artist, and when he's inspired, the worst thing that you can do is tell him to stop. I mean, he will pull out something incredible. Jose was an engineer, so he is also very good at solving any kind of technical problem, any kind of creating machinery that seems, that works, that the articulations are correct. The heavy infantry, the knees and the elbows are usually problematic, but he also solves that very easily. So when you have a talent like that, you have to respect him, you have to care about him, because that's important. Joe Scarface Turner, this is one of advantage of the 3D sculpting also, because when we realized that some miniatures will be much cooler if they have the open tag behind them or over them, we just make the sculptor who made the Scarface, send his Scarface file to another sculptor that began to think about how does the cabin open. We can make some sketches for him, and he was able to open this mount, create this mini diorama with his own ideas of the Caliban putting a D-charge in the Scarface, breaking the tag, making Joe Turner came out and hit him. This was just an organic process, creative process, just few conversations, and we were getting more and more excited, and we have to do this, and we have a little delay when making this miniature. We didn't expect this month to be so complex when it comes to molds and it comes to packaging. We even decided to change a little bit the packaging for the Bootleg line in order to make it more different than the regular line. But we are very, very happy and satisfied with the result. Especially when we are taking photos of these miniatures and they behave so well with the camera. Okay, so future ideas for Bootleg theme months maybe will be like having a fluff month like releasing characters from the flag of Infinity that won't be necessarily have true profile, because some of them will be like the old man from the mountain, or Fabio Arese, and famous engineer from the Roman nation. So having a flag month or a battle ravage month where popular troops that have an alternative miniature with battle damage, with the armors almost hanging on, with poles, ballet poles, that will allow us also to release a Yojimbo, but not with riding his bike, just on feet, and with the Hakama and his clothes already broken. That is a very interesting month also. So maybe, and that has yet to be decided, but maybe Corvus Belli decides to have one bootleg month every year, and that bootleg month is maybe in the summer, and it's also themed. Because that kind of releasing the products like that is something that works, and it gets interesting and makes an event. Instead of releasing one bootleg miniature 1 month and another month, or creating an event, it's better. Okay, now I'm going to allow you to have fun, okay? Because I have a problem. I have a problem here. The thing is that coming to Gen Con is very time consuming, and I have a lot of stuff to do in the studio. And Fernando will get me very angry if I do not accomplish deadlines. So now that he's not here and you can help me, I want to ask you for help. So what I'm going to do is to show you color schemes of accounting troops, okay? And we can decide which goes to the miniature by raising our hands, okay? Don't let anyone know about this, because I may lose my job, okay? I have a lot of stuff to do, so let's do it, okay? So help me, please. Let's be part of the creative process, everyone here, okay? Okay, I'm going to show you here. Ooh. Okay, this guy is from the Steel Phalanx, very popular army right now. He's Macaon. As you can see, when we color the troops, we usually put every army has its own palette of colors, okay? And we just distribute them, okay? We cannot put this guy in yellow or red, because Alef does not have yellow or red, okay? Just Achilles in his hair. So this is Macaon. He's a Myrmidon Doctor Officer. You may know, if you play the game, he has the Enemotarchos skill, okay? He can heal the Myrmidons that he makes a fighting with, okay? We decided him to be a guy with an unpleasant attitude, okay, like Dr. House or Dr. McCoy. It's a way of creating a character. When you have many true profiles, you really have to think, okay, we have to make them different. We cannot make all the Enemotarchos be the same guy, okay? So Ajax is big, Phoenix is a veteran guy, this guy has a nasty attitude, okay? So, there you have skin number 1 with the dark coat, the clean pyjama, let's call it like that. The option 2 has the white coat, okay? The darker pyjama. We have the gray tones in the coat here, number 3, and a black and white contrast in his muscles over here. So now, you can just vote once, okay? By raising your hands. Skin number 1, please. 1, 2, just 2 people, okay? Skin number 2.
Keep your hands raised.
Okay, skin number 3. Okay, winner, skin number 2. Thank you very much. Okay, help me with this one, please.
Oh.
Clean up.
Everyone who hates Peno can bite me.
All the previews that I have here are world exclusive. No one has seen them before, and you can all publish them in your blogs. This is all for you, okay? No restriction about the images and diffusing them. Please spread the word all in the internet. You have the exclusive right now. No one has seen this, okay? Well, this one, yes, but not So, this is the acontecimiento Tikbalang, okay? You know, the sectoral army from Oceania that has green tones on them, like the Dragao, another type from that army. So, when distributing the colors, you can also make focus points. Okay, looking at this scheme, if the flamethrower, you know, ammunition deposit is in this ochre, you can see that in this composition, it becomes an attention point. You can decide if you want that or not. Okay, is that important, the ammunition deposit here? Is your decision. You are part of the creative process. You are part of Corvus Belli right now. So, this is scheme number 1. It has the green tones, the sectorial tones in the shoulders, in the head, so that are more obvious than in the rest of the schemes. The flamethrower is also there. We can see more green in the legs. Now the second scheme is not so obvious with the green tones, are not so over the top. Also the ammo deposit of the flamethrower gets not so much attention, okay? We have a more panoceanic maybe color scheme here with lighter blue tones. Okay, now we're going to vote, okay? So please help me with scheme number 1.
Number 1.
Okay, now scheme number 2, please. Now please scheme number 3. Okay, winner, scheme number 1. Thank you very much.
Where's the one that's already destroyed?
Yeah, where's bullseye on the chest?
No, Tikbalangs are awesome, so they burn you first. That's how it works.
Oh, no, right?
Oh,
Let's
right.
skip the raid.
Get back to that later. Okay. So I guess it's time to show you exclusive preview for all of you. August news, August releases, all of them.
Sniper rifle.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
This is the Imperial Legion Fission Rifle multi-sniper rifle. This was scored by Javier Ureña, the guy who made the Chaxas, for example, and painted, of course, by Ángel Giralde. There you can see him having fun with his friends. And
That's
in
the
the
battle.
teaching scenario.
They run.
Yeah, take the photo, please.
That's really nice.
New release, Camouflage starter pack. Composition of this starter pack, as you can see. All the list with the Spitfire. Jungle time with the sniper rifle. 3 Hafsas. All the 3 release Hafsas, even the one with the Spitfire. And the Al-Hawa hacker with board and shotgun. As you can see, as you know, it's a repack of the previously existing miniatures, now more affordable because they are in a starter pack, and the most versatile army of the game, in my opinion, is now in a starter pack. It's easier to jump in because you will usually get a popularity of these armies when they get the starter pack. So now it's easier to have more enemies using the hardest skill in the tournament. One particular aspect of this starter pack is it also allows to make fire team, not the usual 3-guy fire team. The Hafsas can make a fire team with the Janbasan or can make a fire team with the Odalisque because they have that particular skill. So very, very useful starter pack.
So cannibals, machine
Such was the expeditionary unit as ones, not as ones. It's called Juan Navarro with the Spitfire weapon from the Combined Army.
Well, I'm buying 2 of those.
Some peculiarity, as you can see right now, the Infinity logo has the Corvus Belli words over it. It's just legal stuff. We had to put Corvus Belli now next to Infinity in order to be, I guess, different from Disney Infinity and all that stuff.
They're stupid. Those terrorists.
Don't worry, it's just legal stuff. Yeah, but many other stuff is called Infinity. Some lawyers told us just put Corvus Belli and will be better for you.
That's not copyright.
The good thing with Angel Giralde's miniatures is like you can make a huge zoom to them and they still survive. Yeah. Look how big this tiny miniature is, and it's still well painted. Constantino, you just have to ask me, I know.
Here, bunny.
Atalanta, again as NCO with the spot. Very, very similar to the illustration that we already know from the Paradiso campaign book.
Looks like he has a Cindy shot.
That's perfect.
Very happy with this, the sculptor named it. Camel-like infantry. This is the first multi-part box of line infantry, and this has a new trend that will affect all armies in Infinity setting. Line infantry boxes that covers all the weapon and equipment options for all the armies.
Does that include missile launchers?
No.
Yes, it is.
So, once again, sculpted by Jose Luis Roch, Camel-like infantry with combi rifle and light grenade launcher. Okay, defensive happening device for the Toha, very huge one, organic stuff. Okay, Toha style. Spitfire for the Camel-like infantry. This is other version of the male version, and sniper rifle. Okay, so you can expect this happening with Fusiliers, getting new skulls, with Celestial Guards, with Fancies, with Gulams, with all this stuff, okay? This will happen in the future, and it's very useful for all of us, for players, because they have all the options, for the company, because it reduces the number of SKUs and becomes everything in a box. Yes?
Does that mean things, you know, some of the old UCLRs and Murat will kind of get a facelift, or do you
Yes,
just kind of repackage?
they will get a facelift, and I have some images for you here.
Yes. More murder, please.
And we're done with the box.
Yeah.
So this has hot news, nobody has seen this. Go to the internet, spread it. Okay. I'm going to show you some exclusive stuff. These are sketches from the art book, because we got making the art book, we decided to put more new art. The art book could have been just previously released art all together in a book and release it, but no, we decided to make new stuff because we really enjoyed making new art and we have time, so I'm making a more interesting product. So Chester Ocampo, who is a great professional, you just send in the designs and you just tell him about what we are thinking about, and he has enough imagination to build a very cool scene like this. This one was one of the rejected sketches, maybe because it was too violent, maybe. This one got accepted because the pose of the assassin Farsan, that is the guy appearing in this sketch, looks awesome. But we were worried about the victim because he looks like he is being assassinated. Normal, he's an assassin. But we didn't want so much attention into that figure, so we asked him for a little change. This is previously changing, making this is the line art, okay, the perspective. Many cool things there. Chester really made a great cover with this one. You can see the change there. The guy has a gun in his hand, so he's not being assassinated with impunity. Also, not his face towards the camera, not so much attention into that. That makes our look goes more to the jumping figure, the assassin Farsan. Little details and first basic color, and then some lighting effects, and then some lights in the figures, more light text, another layer of effects. You can see, you can get the time that this takes for the artist, and even more gold into the image. We're very happy with this one.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So you guys. And back. Want to take a look at another one?
Yes.
Okay, just take a look at the Toha. I have stuff here for you also, because you can see here also the design of the Chaxa companion of the Corvus tag. As you know, the Corvus appears in the cover of the Toha cover from the art book, and the Chaxa companion goes with him. Color. Well, this is a naked Chaxa here. Please hide this. Whoa. This is the Chaxa without all the armor plates and helmets that usually carry on. This is a size comparison. Finally, we decided to make the Chaxa as tall as the Toha. The thing that with that design, we even thought about the possibility of making them have a dog warrior size, sorry, because they look pretty muscled. And what you're seeing here is the Corvus Belli. It's like an oversized, super strength Exos with more elements, more difficult to design. But you can see some detail here for the sculpture.
Do you know how big the Corvus will be?
When we print it, we'll know it. Size comparison between the
He's gonna be tall.
companion.
It's gonna be tall and a good way, that's what
So Chester did really like the design we sent him, and when trying to get an idea for the cover, the brief explanation that I have in one of my folders was very simple, nothing really exciting. But we, at the same time, were making the scenario for the photos that I showed you before, that was thought as a Toha cemetery, okay? So, with that idea in mind and all the visual support of those monoliths with Toha numbers in it, I tell the story for Chester that maybe some stupid human army is entering a sacred place for the Toha, and the Toha decide to stand in to protect their tombs and their sacred place. And Chester really liked that, and used Eclipsos, a Kumotile, and the Gorgos, making a pose, standing in the middle of a Toha cemetery. So we can see the early sketches here, but we really like this one. It's pretty detailed for a sketch, you know, it was obvious that Chester wanted to do this one. Now we are seeing the cleaner line art. He even decided to put the Kumotile like casting and spell, something really, really fantasy-wise, but we can accept that because she's an engineer and the engineers usually use holograms in Infinity, so that idea was accepted. Rendering of the shadows. And back to the first image. Thank you very much. Okay. So we'll take a look at this. This was one of the sketches that Ho Seng Hui, a new Chinese artist that we're very happy with because he's very professional and has really good skills, made with the design dossier that we sent him. We asked for Van Sant, this figure here, with Foxtrot, with Minutemen, and getting down of a Black Eagle helicopter that is mentioned in the flap on the books. So this was the second sketch. We choose the second sketch, and now we go from detail from here. Now there was a change that we asked from this version to the next one because the flap mentions that Van Sant is so veteran that the doctors have pulled out so many bullets from his body that he usually puts all those bullets in his axe. So if we take a look at some later version, you can see the bullets now are added to his axe. All the wounds that he has received now are part of his weapon. First colors. Now the background with explosions, with ashes, with all the effects. You can see the US Ariadna logo below the helicopter. Right there.
Yeah. Is that an assault pistol?
That's what I was wondering.
Yes, yes it is. Okay, what is that for you?
Yes,
What you see here is the new design for the Radioactive Soldiers. New weapons for the Morat force. Okay, redesign, resculpt. Okay.
Nice.
I'm glad you like it. Okay, what else do we have here?
Yeah, that's kick ass.
Oh, Macaon, but guess what? Now we have which is his color scheme. What else? Why is Sekutai? The radium for the Yuchin army.
Oh.
Japanese sectorial. But there's something wrong here. We don't have the colors for this guy.
I know. We'll help.
Yeah, well done.
Wanna help me with this?
Yes.
Yes. So here we go. you know, the color schemes for the Japanese, usually white, red, minimal colors, everybody has them, but we have to be careful when spreading all those colors to the schemes, okay? The scheme number 3 that I have right next to me here is very similar to the Harmakisen Senputai from the Japanese army. Maybe it could be a problem that they look so much alike, okay? But if you like it, vote for it, okay? But remember, when putting the colors in the troops, you also have to care about making them look different, because color counts so much when looking at a miniature, okay? Color number 2, more red in it, okay? Visor gets like a side, more red in the torso, also an inversion on in the shoulder pads, more red in the legs. Number 3, more black and red, okay? More aggressive maybe. Now, I need your help, okay? Do you have a question?
What about 2 with the black helmet?
Good idea.
Because other than that, that's perfect.
Now, I need your votes, okay? So, for scheme number 1, please raise your hands.
I like to black helmet.
Okay, scheme number 2,
With a black helmet.
Yeah.
with the black helmet.
I like the red one.
The red helmet.
Oh, right. No,
You can have yours with black helmet.
With the black helmet now. Okay, scheme number 3. Okay. Winner, scheme number 2 with the red helmet. Okay. Now I'm going to show you more stuff, okay?
Okay.
Prepare your cameras, you're going to love this.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Beautiful.
Okay, this is the gecko. This is the gecko. You already know about this. It's coming in the art book, but the final dossier with the color is not, because we decided to let the color for the final art, not the sketches. But looks cool, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you 3D renders of his big brother, the iguana. Okay. What is this? This is not the iguana at all. It's a mannequin. Okay. Let's make some Transformer sound effect here. Okay. That looks much better. And there goes with the pilot. As you can see,
Oh my God, pilot.
the iguana operator shares the chest plate. Okay, when it comes out, it carries with him some of the armor parts. Okay.
He's the correct our city. You there.
That's what you did.
As you can do, Constantino.
Look at that tail.
You good, my father.
Yes. Yes, guy.
Baby Creek Bureau.
It's on the books.
You can see the concept design. How do you like it, guys?
The double
Carlos, do you
Gandhi
know
on the
if the geckos will be sold in a box of 2?
We may try to do that, but we have to study everything about pricing, molds, everything. Because if it gets too expensive, maybe we just release in a box of 1. The main idea was a box of 2, but we have to get about that. Okay, Iguana gets released in October.
Yes! Oh, the true sniper!
I I love this one.
Look at that redesign.
Is he scratching his crotch?
Maybe a little, but if so, with his gun.
Mind blown.
Of course, we consider that for a miniature that has so many presents in the table and is so decisive that can dominate so much the table from a sniper tower, we needed a better miniature.
A better pose.
That is pimp. That is pimp.
So when do my jams at get this?
Your James has already got it. We don't need no scope.
More new.
There is some female intruder.
Nice. No. Right.
Oh.
Oh, man, green, Kenny.
Okay, this is completely new, never seen before.
Nice. That's cool.
That's
Oh, that is really cool. Chess piece is so much better.
New weapons, ACG, multi-sniper rifle, combi rifle with lightning launcher, lots of stuff there. New design, new even anatomy base for him. Okay, new decisions with the colors around him. More work in the neck. And this was designed also to be made in 3D. And I can show you some 3D previews now. They said to put the logo there, some lines. We create a code of lines for the rank, for the models in the army.
Nice. That looks good. Chess piece is like brilliant.
Yeah, the Kurgat was a very good reference for carry on.
Yeah.
This is the Osnat that will be included in the Morat starter pack. As you know, she is the one that can make a fire team with the Hungries. Now she has the new combi rifle. There was a previously seen version of this design dossier with the old combi rifle. Now that has been updated. Raktorak.
Nice. Wow. Tommy recommended.
Yeah, you can in the starter pack. Remember the blue lines in the Vanguard infantry. This has red lines because this is a sergeant major. Okay, more red in the scheme. The more that they have, the higher rank. Okay, you can see it's a mixture of the Vanguard infantry and the Sogarat. It's like something in between, getting heavier. This is the Sogarat.
Up to 4 was the noisy cricket.
He's not gonna have an accent?
Oh, I like the
Now we
axe.
get like an Egyptian sword like that.
I like the axe. Thank God I have two of them.
The axe. Okay. This
Wow.
is the moral aggression.
Yeah.
So 3 vanguards, open and on the right side.
They don't look aggressive enough. The red murder monkeys are looking awesome.
I'm a little offended at how they objectified the woman now. Showing her bare red skin.
Show us your boobs.
Any time frame on that aggression box?
By the end of this year.
Nice. You're back in the saddle.
Yep.
I can just
Murder monkeys back in the saddle.
murder him.
first version of a naked Morad in order to make the basic body for almost all the Morads, okay? And they went through a process of making it more menacing and even more bigger and even more muscle. Look at the first version, second version. Now look at this.
Ooh.
Look at that gun, man.
Maybe you can solve the problem with the Morat with kittens.
It's like he's reading over to tell jokes.
Watch what I'm gonna do to this.
Are you telling a joke to someone you just killed?
And the punchline is, bang!
You should have a sense of humor. It's not.
Usually you lose interest in a Morat joke after about the fourth body.
Pull my finger.
There's the one laughing at the joke. And it's the Pano Doctor.
Sad but true.
Hey, let's go.
There's no way you want to feel those after the
We're early.
Yeah, the old guy who's just like,
I will be melting down my old Morats to fire at the British, yes.
yeah. But you can have less going to look like that now all of a sudden. You gotta buy
I guess that means I have to travel to Nottingham to deal with, to find out the GWs. I guess so.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay.
Hey, you plush.
Explain yourself.
Yeah.
Guys, no one posts anything, just put this on the forums and nothing else and confuse Cartoon Network.
This is the main course for this dinner that we're having now. This is the big announcement. Dire Foes. This is something that is coming right this year. Okay, in October and November, new boxes of Infinity Dire Foes will come out. Okay, this is a new kind of product that was coming to Infinity right now. There will be boxes with enemies, with declared enemies. They're characters from Infinity Club that hate each other. Okay, and they will be both in a box, and there will be a mission. The special mission designed for them that will make them go face to face with an army of that you will select. The requirements are like you have to put this guy and then like 300 points with him in order to achieve the objectives that the mission specifies. Okay, so this is a series of heroes that are new reinforcement for the already existing sectorial armies in the Infinity setting. And most of all the Dire Foes are Spec Ops, okay, character Spec Ops that have been already upgraded. You are going to see now most of the concept designs, okay? So, like the idea?
Yeah! You guys are just going to be taking my money.
Yes.
Trust me, it is. It's the rocket launcher.
So, this is a male Chandra Spec Op, and he's a character, he has a rocket launcher, his name is Trasimedes, he's part of the Steel Phalanx. As
Nice to
you,
meet this.
as you may know, there was already a female Chandra Spec Op. Now this is the male version. These were meant also to be, apart from characters, some people might want to have a male Spec Op because the Spec Ops are like your avatar in the game. So this is a kind of a gender bender process in order to fulfill players' requirements.
We're just tired of painting booty.
What?
Tired of painting booty.
What?
What? Hey, you try.
You said they try hard and try to
Okay.
Get some blank space.
This is the female Vortex Spec Op, Lupe Balboa. She has some kind of pet over her shoulder. I don't know.
She didn't have it herself.
This is Cedric Panther Falcon Ace Combi Rifle, part of the Dark Force.
So when you play, are you going to be required to scream, "I'm a queen"?
I can all you
Piece of artwork, they will be together in the box. They are declared enemies. Well, maybe not so enemies. I can sense
Well, he is just staring at her right
she's nomad, he is from a left, his love is impossible, you know.
It's Romeo and Juliet, man.
Enemies with benefits.
In fact, their mission is called Temporal Alliance.
Menstrual alliance.
Okay, moving on.
Stay classy, guys.
Okay. Female version of the Hazai Spec Ops. This is a Toha character. Her name is Aelis Kisan. And of course, she's from the Toha. It's a female version of the already released Spec Ops miniature. Let's see who is her enemy.
No,
He's got Spitfire.
Skeletor.
Sarvasti Korax Spec Ops male version, because the already released Sarvasti Korax Spec Ops was a female.
That was sweet.
Now let's see if they get along well together.
How does that love work? That's what I want to know.
No, they're not.
At gunpoint?
No love between these two.
I want my stuff back.
And give me back my white t-shirt.
Nice. Yes. You still have my Tori Amos CD.
Okay.
Nice. That's so much better.
Female version of the Traitak Spec Ops. This character, her name is Anya, and she has this little thing here. K1 combi rifle. K1 is a new type of ammunition that will come out if everything goes by the book. K1 will mean that the ammunition, if it hits, you make armor roll with no additional armor. You just roll with a 0 armor.
What about cover?
I guess cover counts. Now we have a female in the hospital. Her name is Vipandra. Yes.
That works.
And in here, she, I guess she is a doctor maybe, and she has more willpower than 12.
Somebody's got a better pin on med school.
Called Dr. Feelgood.
She went to med school in Bahamas, not in Grenada.
As you can see, it's the female version of the already released male Spec Ops. Indigo Spec Ops.
Spouse will use trauma dog.
And these ladies hate each other.
Red monkey, man.
Why would they want to kill her? She sells more people than
Moving on.
Someone forgot their Hippocratic oath.
Well, no, she's a monkey, so that's okay. That's what the other one's.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
Constantinos, no It's a spitting image of him, man.
So he's in cosplay right now.
Let me guys introduce you to Constantinos, not the character of Infinity Club, the real man over there, hardcore gamer. True Infinity fan since the early beginning of the company, of the brand, of everything, always there in the forum answering all questions for everyone. So this is a way to pay respect for you, Konstantinos. As you can see, you have the assault pistol, the combi rifle, charging. Make sure you get a license for those. Who is his enemy?
Samurai. Use it.
Samurai.
Assassin Kusan Spec Ops Jasbir, another name from another great fan of Infinity and friend of the company. The guy who made the Infinity Wikipedia, the guy who collaborated so actively in the Infinity Army Builder, and many other stuff. A guy who is also making the FAQ and answering rules questions everywhere. So you and Jasper hate each other.
They're just going to be having a beer in the next one.
They'll be on their computers.
Isabel McGregor, Intel Spec Ops for the Caledonian Highlander Army. And she carries defensive device.
Well, now he's got text.
There we go.
His hand shows.
Female Japanese defense Spec Ops Rico Oda.
Mine.
She gets a bag.
She eats a bag. Says the bottom.
Magic mode bag.
Need to work on my
Caledonian is
all those
better.
symbols on there.
They go now.
It's like it's something I need to see your logo.
You can see this peanut butter made by Fosin Hui, the guy who made the user and cover. Okay, so these look nice, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that this is enough?
No.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, it is.
VIPs included in the boxes. So we have the hazmat here. These we also included in the boxes because the mission requires some VIPs. So this will be the third figure included in the box.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is us an expert in communications for Hack Islam. It's not a troop, it's a VIP, like civis.
Oh, nice.
Nobody else wants to see this. Really?
That's very.
Hey, look, it's sci-fi business Barbie.
Good for civilian.
I thought it was Magnum.
Communications engineer.
That'd be cool.
Now all of us.
The exits are located.
Check out my name.
Peanut, sir?
It's
If we have a Bipandra figure, we have to get an angle.
Yes.
awesome.
So Bipandra can save him from himself.
She forgot him. She forgave him for shooting him.
Maybe.
And he dies without that.
He's also a hacker.
Poor Angus.
Yeah.
It's true. He just
Well,
gets
that's
all
the equipment channel.
Shouldn't he have an orange hoodie?
I have some 3D previews here of Anya.
That's cool. Walking that cat.
Come here often.
Ah.
It's too sad the guys can't wear battlefields.
That's right.
Hey, we can wear them, we just choose not to.
It's an alternative lifestyle.
That's.
Now, please, people, help me with my job.
And hair color choice.
Yeah, the problem is the hair color.
Okay, VIP figure in the first boss, I guess, the hazmat. She's from Hakisland, okay?
Oh.
But it doesn't have to be military looking, okay? Because it's not a true profile. It will be a VIP. So we put some sun colors here, some similar to the Magrica pilot, for example, some more saturation here, also the hair color, you can suggest also what you decide, and something completely different here in order to find more variety, because we are not restricted by army colors with this one, okay?
Yeah.
So, can you help me here?
Yeah.
Please raise your hands if you like this color scheme number 1, please. Okay, raise your hands if you like color scheme 2, please. Okay, finally raise your hands if you like color scheme 3. Winner, number color scheme 3. That's a difficult one, right?
Yeah, because they don't have it's prosthetics.
Okay, that works.
I've got your other ticket. I'll get it from
Okay, goes here. Yes, to tell you, you already know the Anaconda Squadron. This is Bayhan Resources. This will probably be the symbol of one mercenary company in the future, probably more related to the Kaplan than the Druze. This is the symbol of the Caliphate, Al-Medinat Caliphate, the Hakislam sectorial army, more based into medicine and genetically engineered super soldiers. Okay. This is the logo of the Kazakh sectorial army. Yeah, the sector alarming for Ariana, apart from the American one. This is the Star Company logo, other one of the mercenary companies coming for the future. This will be the company that will have Scarface and the Druze and also the Anaconda. You already know about this, US Ariana.
Carlos, do you know what the logo is?
Eh?
The logo on US Ariadna?
What it says? It says like the golden hour, something related to the brightest moment of the nation.
Okay.
Aurora, Aurea, Aurora is relating to planet Dawn, and Aurea is like the golden hour.
Cool. Okay, thanks.
This is the Tianjin sectorial for Yuqing, the Svalbard famous team, sectorial army. And we're done with the logos. Now it's time for your question, gentlemen.